Up next, switching gears completely, but equally as exciting, we're going to take another look at our product roadmap. Yesterday, we gave a deep dive into how USDC will evolve as a platform. Today, we're excited to unveil our merchant services and consumer payments capabilities. Please welcome back Nikhil Chandok, our Chief Product Officer, Nafis Jamal, Circle's Head of Consumer Payments Product, and Hao Min, our Head of Consumer Payments Engineering.
I think my mic is on. There it is. We're here with Nafis Jamal and Hao Min. Nafis is head of product for consumer payments, and Hao is head of engineering for consumer payments. And I'm Nikhil. I am chief product officer at Circle, and I'm going to cover a little more about what we plan to do with merchant services and consumer payments. So first, a little bit of a rewind to where this fits within Circle's product strategy. We talked yesterday about the 4 pillars that we think about when we think about Circle products. The first one being liquidity. That is about getting access to stablecoins, minting and burning stablecoins 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. The second being treasury. Treasury is about running your business on-chain, and the Circle account has the ability to do custody with Circle, self-custody, has the ability to custody many types of tokens, make payments, and find ways to lend and borrow for your business. I'm going to talk some more about payments, but before that, we also talked about Web3 services, which is a way for you to build a dApp using new infrastructure that is now available because of the acquisition of Saibawa that Circle completed 2 months ago. And today we're here to double click on payments, and which is one of the original killer apps for crypto. And Circle has been in the payment space for as long as it has been around. We started out with card processing, traditional card processing, which we continue to offer today. We also have crypto payments, which allows a merchant to accept crypto payments. We have the ability to do programmatic payouts, which makes it possible for merchants to pay out invoices, for platforms to pay out creators, all programmatically. And we can enable all of this using a single API integration. So we're going to talk through some of the details of what our offering is here, and get into more details around how we're thinking about this space. And there's a live demo that I think is super exciting. Okay. So before we get into that, let's talk about our vision here. So why do we care? Well, we care because we believe that stablecoins will be true digital cash. This is in the original founding of the internet. There was this idea that digital cash will be an original primitive on the internet, and it'll make all commerce on the internet really, really easy. What ended up happening is we had a lot of the traditional banking rails and traditional payment methods coming online and evolving to support online use cases. Stablecoins is a departure from that. Stablecoins work on an open platform. They are fully decentralized, and they run on decentralized chains. And we announced that USDC is now available on 15 chains. So we want stablecoins to be that core primitive on the internet. And as an issuer of stablecoins, we want to make sure that we fulfill this original vision of the internet, which is to allow for frictionless exchange of value. And now, how do we do it? So our mission is to create developer-centric products for merchants and wallets to drive the scale of crypto payments. And by creating these products for wallets, we will make it really easy for wallets to interact with merchants both online and in the real world. And then we will create products for merchants that will make it possible for merchants to accept both crypto payments and traditional fiat payments, and not having to think about like what method of payment their user is going to show up with. So to do that, we recently acquired a company called Elements that Nafis and Hao are founders of. Elements makes it possible for merchants to do payment orchestration, which is a core building block of how payments need to work for merchants who are trying to integrate many different forms of payment. To talk more about it, I'm going to hand it over to Nafis Jamal, who is head of product for consumer payments at Circle.
Thanks so much, Nikhil. And I'd be remiss to not take this opportunity to thank Serena, who's been an inspiration basically forever for me, and now is a tough act to follow. So Hao and I started Elements after some time at one of the fastest growing consumer application companies, where we experienced firsthand the challenges and, quite frankly, the pain of scaling global payments. When we set out to start Elements, our mission was quite simple. We wanted to create a great developer product to help merchants harness the power of global payments while abstracting away the fragmentation and reducing the technical complexity that unfortunately comes alongside of accepting money online. Specifically, what this means is we have built what people in the traditional payments industry call payments orchestration, or much more simply put, a unified platform for merchants to present, accept, and process all forms of consumer payment, from cards, mobile wallets, and increasingly, crypto. In a lot of ways, we thought our job at Elements was to eat the glass of the inherently complex fiat payment systems. And it wasn't until we really started talking with our customers that we learned and gained excitement for crypto and stablecoins as an opportunity to, in some sense, refactor for the better the way merchants think about online payments. And we're thrilled to be bringing what we consider best-in-class developer experience products and tooling to now Circle's suite of payments products. As Jeremy, our CEO, pointed out yesterday, we're kind of entering the utility phase of crypto. We believe that with the focused effort now as part of Circle, we can both build and improve upon a new set of rails and create what I think most people in the online merchants and consumers really want, which is internet-native money. So with that, I'm really excited to announce Pay with Crypto, our first product that is in fact already live, which provides merchants the ability to accept crypto payments. We quietly launched this product about a month ago, about over the last month, and which is a new, easy-to-use API to integrate crypto acceptance into your application. With crypto payments, we now support BTC, ETH, and USDC natively on 8 blockchains, with other chains and tokens actively being added. On the developer side, we've listened to you, we've collected feedback, very valuable feedback from our existing customers, and we built a product that modernizes our APIs to make it as simple as possible to manage the full lifecycle of push-based crypto payments. Just as many of you already experienced with our cards processing product to date, our traditional payments product to date, we make it really easy to settle in USDC, no matter how your customer chooses to pay. Our product separates the way the consumer pays from how it settles to the merchant, allowing for merchants to customize and settle in each payment. For example, a merchant can price a product and have a customer pay in ETH, while that merchant can settle in USDC. The consumer gets to pay with their token of choice, while as a merchant, you get the same USDC you know and love. Today, we'd also like to announce our latest product, which is a unified checkout product, bringing together all of our merchant-facing products into one even easier to integrate package. This, of course, means for the first time, we're bringing together our crypto payments, our fiat payments, and of course, again, our settlement in USDC. So if you're a dApp, a crypto game, an NFT marketplace, we designed what we believe and are confident will be the only payment product that you'll need so you can get back to your core business of building your app, balancing an ease of integration with a flexible solution that scales with your business's needs. So really what we're doing is we're making a single checkout solution that just works for you. We've integrated all major crypto wallets across all of our supported chains. We've built in support for Google Pay and Apple Pay. And because we fundamentally view ourselves as your business partner as a merchant, we've added the flexibility to route your card's payments to any PSP behind our API. No further integrations necessary. On the developer side, we're improving our products with advanced debugging tools to see all relevant information down to the individual request level. We made the integration experience as simple as dropping in a few lines of code, and our web SDK handles the rest. In fact, we'll show you how easy it is. So I'd like to hand it over to Hao Man, my co-founder and CTO at Elements, who can run through how we've brought together the technology of our two companies, which are now actually one, to bring together this payments product to life.
Thank you, Nafis. And hello, everyone. My name is Hao. I'm the other co-founder of Elements, and now I'm leading the consumer payments engineering team at Circle. Today, it's my great honor to be here sharing with you some of our recent work, a Circle checkout widget. So first of all, the purpose of us building the checkout widget is in order to minimize the effort required by a developer or a merchant to offer a single, compliant, secure, and convenient one-stop checkout experience that covers both fiat and cryptocurrencies. So to start with, so in today's session, we're going to go through three things together: the integration, the configuration, and the features. If you take a look at the screen right now, on your right-hand side, this is a code base of a brand new Next.js web app that I created earlier this morning. And on your left-hand side, this is how it looks like as of now. At this point, this is pretty much empty, except for some auto-generated content. And now I'm going to show you how to add Circle checkout widget into this web app. So essentially, it takes you two steps. The first one is to import the library. Hope you can see my screen here. Great. And second thing is to construct this web widget, just like you would normally do for another React component. After saving my change, you can see a fully functioning Circle checkout widget pops up on my web app. Thank you, thank you. And if you click on it, you can see all the sub-steps has been built up for you. You can get the real-time exchange rate. You can get a pre-calculated amount. If you click on the tokens, you can see the supported chains. You can search for them. You get everything you need. So at this point, you might be curious about, this works well, but how can I make it feel like part of my own web application? And the answer is really simple. We offer a convenient way for you to configure this web widget. You can either use one of our pre-built themes, such as you can see dark here, and if I change it to light, it probably looks better with this simple web app. And also, you can use the most accurate RGB value and pass it one by one into this web widget. Here, I have a few examples for you. Looks good? I think so. How about this one? The last one, I think it's a Circle Purple. This one is my favorite. So thank you, yeah. So in addition to the colors here, you can also change other things such as the border radius. Say if you want to get a sharp rectangle feeling, the easiest way for you to do that is just do border radius plus 0 pixels. And you get this. And after you configured everything, and click on those buttons again, you can see all the following pages has been updated as well. Essentially, you only need to do this once at the very beginning, and you can forget about this. So I think at this point, we all get a sense of the level of integration effort needed to add the Circle checkout widget, and also its configurabilities. Now, let's move to a live page to see the end-to-end flow. So this is a page we previously built for Converge, and on my right-hand side, this is a Circle checkout widget that you just saw together. For this demo, actually, I have enabled 4 different payment methods here. In addition to the three ones, cryptocurrency, credit card, and Google Pay, I have actually enabled Apple Pay as well. The reason you didn't see Apple Pay here is because of our checkout widget will automatically detect the current environment and decide whether, for example, in this case, Chrome supports Apple Pay or not. So if you try this URL on your iPhone or on an Apple Pay supported browser such as Safari, let's take a look together. You can see Apple Pay pops up. Let's try it out. Click on it. You see the normal Apple Pay confirmation sheet with your own information and some information about the order, your contact. I scan my finger. We did it. So we just saw a fiat transaction has been done. What's actually happening behind the scenes is that we take the fiat transaction from the consumer's fiat account, and we help you to settle it in USDC in your Circle account automatically. If you want to check whether our backend has processed that, we can go to our admin console here, refresh the page. We can see on the top there is a completed Apple Pay transaction, and there is also another active payment session I just created by refreshing the page. Next, let's try Google Pay. So if you have never used Google Pay on your browser, the first time it will ask you to log in. But if you have ever used it before, you will see this pop up. And once you confirm, another transaction has been done. Let's quickly try the credit card form as well. If you click on this option, you can see a pretty comprehensive card form here. This page is also highly customizable. You can decide what are useful information for your own business. So while I'm typing, I can also tell you this form comes up with some nice features such as auto data validation. If you click on it, it will tell you what are the incorrect and incomplete fields. And while you are typing, it will automatically refresh. For the card information form in the middle, so this is kind of the PCI L1 compliant scope Nafis previously mentioned. So unlike the other UI components inside of this web widget, here is actually an iframe of a web app hosted on Circle server. We decided to do it this way because we want to handle the most sensitive card information on behalf of our merchants. So in this way, our merchants, they stay compliant as they never need to touch this sensitive information, and the data stays secure with Circle. Let's finish this. Oh, by the way, this also works pretty well with all the popular auto-filling tools, such as Chrome native autofilling or Safari autofilling. Here, in order to protect my own privacy, I have disabled it. Sorry about that. All right. So let's try it out. All right, another payment has been done. Now you can see the most recent two, Google Pay and credit card. Here, complete means that the USDC has also been settled in your Circle account. Next, let's all take a look at the crypto flow. So I'm going to use Chrome to demonstrate this flow in the following steps, mainly because of Chrome has better native support for wallet plugins. So essentially, in the crypto payment flow, there are 3 different steps: a token selection, a chain selection, and a wallet selection. Let's try it out. Here, let's say we want to use USDC, and let's go with Ethereum. So currently on this laptop, actually I do not have Coinbase Wallet installed. Let's click on it and see what will happen. This pop-up says, ask me to teach me how to install my Coinbase web extension on this browser, or I can actually scan that QR code through my mobile Coinbase Wallet to connect my account. Looks good. Let's try MetaMask. OK, I do have MetaMask. Let's complete the connection flow. And now it's taking me to the final page. So for this wallet, actually, I do not have any digital assets in it. So you can see the blue button is disabled, and there is an insufficient balance text label here. Don't worry, let's try another wallet. Let's go back to chain selection. Let's pick Solana this time. Let's go with my Phantom wallet. Similarly, let's connect. And now you can see the button has been enabled. So before I click on that button, you probably noticed that there is a toggle on the top called paid privated or not. So this is also something we're super interested in. And in the future, we want to offer our consumers to opt in to pay crypto transactions in the private mode. I'm not going to get into all the details today, but if you are interested, you are definitely welcome to reach out to us to have a conversation on it. Approve the transaction. So at this stage, while the front-end web is doing the loading, what's actually happening behind the scenes, the Circle server is constantly pinging the on-chain data to verify that transaction. Until enough validator has actually verified the transaction, we'll then send a callback to the web front-end like this. Now we have completed our first crypto transaction with this web widget. Thank you. Let's make sure it's there. Yes. One more thing. By the way, this is not a typical Apple one more thing. This is literally one more thing. If you are a merchant, you already have a preferred payment processor service you want to continue to use. At the same time, you want to use our checkout widget. We offer a very convenient way for you to connect your existing PSP relationship. Simply goes to the connection page. Say if you want to continue with Stripe, click on the card following the instructions here, put your Stripe credentials, and hit on that button. After that point, our checkout widget will help you to process all your fiat transactions through your preferred PSP and help you to process your crypto transactions through Circle. So to summarize, I think today we all went together about the integration, the configurability, and also the features. Our team is currently working hard to wrap up this product, and we're hoping to release it sometime in Q4 this year. Meanwhile, if you are interested, you're more than welcome to reach out to us and sign up as an early integration partner. I think your feedback will be so valuable for us to further improve this product. With that, I'm going to hand it over back to Nafis to talk about exciting things on our roadmap. Thanks for watching.
That was a lot of love you gave to Hal. That was awesome. So yeah, thank you so much, Hal, for showcasing our checkout experience. It's really just the tip of the iceberg. Now that you've seen how easy it is as a developer to get started and to create a great consumer experience, I want to take a bit of time to discuss and highlight some of the work that we have underway that's under the hood. So as the issuer of USDC, we're in a great position to further advance USDC as programmable money. And we've got some exciting developments underway where we're going to further improve the payment experience. So to start with, gasless transactions. So we're implementing a new standard that allows for Circle's Gateway to handle the interactions on the blockchain. And what that means is consumers no longer have to worry about paying network gas fees or potentially even having the native chain token at all. We believe this is a much better, simpler consumer experience. Related to that are pull-based payments. With the consumer's permission and their cryptographic authorization, we'll be able to pull funds, which opens up new use cases such as subscription payments. And finally, identity verification. We'll be integrating across all of our products emerging distributed ID and KYC standards, such as our own Verity. And of course, we're going to make this all seamlessly work across wallets, chains, and of course, our Circle-based stablecoins. So I want to touch on one point that Jeremy made on the first day, on the first session, regarding getting to scale. So we spend a lot of time at Circle thinking about how do we get to millions of merchants and ultimately reach the billions of end consumers of those merchants. And one of the topics that inevitably arises is privacy, as a core challenge that we as an industry have to tackle in order to bring crypto payments to internet scale. So we believe that consumers want to protect their privacy, their private information, as they transact with merchants, and that merchants need to know that they're interacting with a known good counterparty in the consumer that's about to pay. So we're early on this journey, but we've already integrated this ethos into our existing crypto payments products, but we have a long ways to go. And again, we view this as one of the meatiest problems that we as an ecosystem must create solutions around. So along those lines, we're excited to announce that we're collaborating with a bunch of emerging standards for ZK-based solutions built atop of USDC, with partners, some of whom are in attendance today, such as Espresso and Clance. So not only at Circle do we view ourselves and USDC as a core crypto ecosystem component, which I think we can all agree with, but we also understand our vital role as a liaison working with the traditional finance world. So along these lines, we've established exciting partnerships with Stripe, MasterCard, Visa, WorldPay, Checkout.com, and MoneyGram. So throughout the conference, some of them have already happened yesterday, as well as more sessions in the coming days. There's demos and sessions to further discuss how we're working with these partners in further detail. So to expound on one of those particular partnerships, next up is our CRO, Cash, and the head of crypto at Stripe, Guillaume. We're going to discuss some of the work that we have already done and have underway.